Well, good morning, everyone. Pulling away from the house here, 5:20 in the morning. Fresh norther hit last night. Kind of blowing a little bit this morning, but it's not optimum. But we still got to go hunting. It's not kind of blowing a little bit. It's blowing a pretty good bit, but I knew it was going to be. Got up anyway. Good cat dogs don't stay good or get better because people find excuses as to why not to go hunting. So we're going hunting. We'll go over here and grab the dogs and get loaded and go make a little round. If nothing else, we'll get the dogs exercised, keep them in shape. We may have a lion call coming up here in a couple days where Joe and I have to go west of here a couple hours, catch a lion for someone. Don't know for sure yet, but that's been the rumor for the last couple of days. Daniel caught a cat last night. I woke up to a picture of it. I knew he was hunting, but I guess I slept through the text message, so that's good. He got one. I'm gonna go over here and load these dogs and go see what we can do. Well, we got everything loaded. Gonna ease out of here. Like I said earlier this morning, it's blowing like crazy this morning. North wind. I'm gonna go on the west end and hunt along the edge of the creek. Bad thick down there. I mean, just terrible, guaranteed crawling most everywhere you go down there. But what it does is that bad thick brush will kind of block that north wind. And really the only direction they can go if you start one along that west fence is back into the wind, because the creek's right here to the right. And as you go south, even some of the bay is to the right, so be able to hear a little bit better. A lot of cats in there. Don't think I'm gonna hunt just a terrible length of time, because this is gonna get good. This is a hell of a good front we have here, and once it blows out and that wind settles down, hunting's gonna be off the chart. I know Joe's gonna hunt this evening, and I may try to jump in with him and film a hunt, with his dogs. I can do a hell of a lot better job if I'm filming somebody else than me, because all I have to concentrate on is filming, not just the hound. So we'll see how everything lines out and go from there. But I'm headed out, go down there and get these dogs turned out and start hunting and see what we get stirred up. And as always, I really appreciate you guys watching my videos, and please hit that subscribe button and the like button. That way you know when I post things, you'll get a notification, and it'll really help us out as well. Thanks a lot, and we'll see you if we get one going. I mentioned earlier how thick the brush is here. I wanted you guys to, can you see that? I mean, there's not even a way in it where you can, walk in there all the way down to the ground level. It's a solid white brush. Have so many people come down and cat hunt with us and through Mellon Creek Outfitters, and They get back to the truck and they're like, man, that's the worst I've ever seen. Well, we were just raised here, man. We don't know any better. We know it's going to be terrible. You know, it is what it is. It all boils down to how bad do you want it. Had a guy one time that had completed a world slam on cats. I didn't even know that was a thing. He'd hunted every legal huntable cat in the entire world, and bobcat was his last one. We caught him a cat, and the closest we could get to him was about 400 yards, but it was down a creek. So, you know, it really wasn't that bad. The last 40 yards was through some scrub oak, but I mean, it really wasn't that bad. I mean, we walked upright all the way in there. When we got to the tree, there was bees in the trees, and I think a couple of bees lit his butt up. And he shot the cat, and we were walking back to the truck, and like I said, it was, you know, upright walking. Joe and I got back to the truck, and he was walking out behind us with Jack. Well, hell, we threw the cat on top of the truck and loaded all the dogs, sitting there talking, and Jack didn't show up with Hunter. We're like, well, hell. And then finally Joe got a text from Jack and said, the text said, this guy told me that he's going to go ahead and die right here, that he can't make it back to the truck. And Jack told him, he says, man, you can't do that right here. We can't even land a helicopter to come get you in this. And when he got back to the truck, he told us that he had completed the world slam on cats. The bobcat was his last one. And if he had known what it was going to be like to get to that bobcat, he would not have completed his world slam. Now, I just can't imagine what would have happened if we'd have brought that dude over here instead of where we'd taken him more toward the middle along that creek. I don't know that he'd have completed his world slam with us anyway. He just didn't want it bad enough, I guess. Well, we hunted all the way around the west side of this sucker. Never got a bark. Rain just opened right here across this fence. Back in there, that's a bluff that goes along the edge of the creek and then to the river and the bay. Rain's the only one barking. Yeah, just trailing on to the south here, down that bluff. There goes the cat right there. Hot damn. Yeah! 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 Yay! Yeah! Yay! Yeah! Guess that cat was laid up in there. Well, rain slipped across the fence there and started. Other dogs weren't anywhere around. The shooter got in there and helped her. I was standing there by the truck. I guess the cat had just, went in through there a long time ago and laid up because he came trotting across the road right behind the truck. And I hissed the dogs off in there and got him going. Pretty good little race so far. I'm just driving over here to get a little closer. There goes the cat. Coming back. Well, they got him caught over there. And there's a damn tree in the road. I can't get to him, so I got to drive around. They just caught him. I'm going to drive around and get over there and go get this cat. That was a hell of a good race. Bad thick brush too, so. Bet you I'll grab my gloves before I get out of this truck too. Gosh dang. But they're bayed right up here. They got it caught. So, sounds like they're still fighting the sucker. Big old tomcat. A hell of a good race.